All right, friends, welcome to Xenonauts. As you can see, we are starting in the glorious year of 1979. That's right. Well, in 1958, aliens landed somewhere near Iceland. The Americans nuked the hell out of them. The Soviet Union got curious as to why America was nuking its NATO allies, and the entire American Soviet force created a secret task force to invade the downed UFO, which then also blew up in a nuclear fire, I guess. And so a secret organization called the Xenonauts was formed between the United States and the Soviet Union to fight the threat of alien interceptors and whatever sort of garbage was going on. So we have a very cleverly placed base. Right now, you can see its blue radar and intercept rings covering all of Europe and most of the Middle East and part of the Soviet... Well, I mean, this is like most of the habitable, populable land of the Soviet Union. We're also going to place a base down here in southern Florida. We just want to cover enough of Canada to matter. So now we got two bases. And we kind of need to improve the base we already have. We want to get another intercept spot here. And then I think probably two more buildings. Oh, wait. Have I just been making a bunch of storerooms? Is that what I did? Uh-oh. So what I want to do is hangar. There we go. Then I want medical center. Have a radar array, right? Is that what this is? Living quarters. Workshop. Maybe a second living quarters. Crazy to get another laboratory. I guess maybe I can't build anything until this command center is finished. All right, we'll let time pass. All right, UFO 01 has been detected. We're going to dispatch both of our Condors, which are like F-16 that have been swapped in armor. I believe they use something like tungsten instead. Here we go. Well, they're going out over the Indian Ocean. RTB, gentlemen. Where actually is this? My knowledge of the Balkan area is not great. So it's north of Greece. It's probably north of what we now call Northern Macedonia. Is this like Albania or something? You've probably already noticed we're being invaded, Commander, so I won't state the obvious. The situation is bleak. None of the major powers are able to defend their own airspace, let alone protect the rest of the planet. It seems things are up to us. My team stands ready to help. There may only be a handful of us, but some of the finest minds on the planet are at work in your laboratories. This organization offers a certain freedom from intrusion that appeals to those of intelligence. The key to beating our enemies is to understand them. We are keen to study any extraterrestrial equipment you recover from the battlefield. In the meantime, we have been gathering intelligence on the size and composition of the alien fleet orbiting our planet. Mostly images and data obtained from orbital satellites or ground-based observatories. Given the depressingly disjointed response from the rest of the planet, this is probably the most in-depth study of the invasion to date. We have conclusively identified over 3,000 separate UFOs in orbit around the planet, with several times that amount of additional probable signals. The fleet is composed of craft of various sizes. The UFOs already sighted entering our atmosphere represent the smallest orbital signatures detected, while the largest signals appear to be enormous warships with dimensions rivaling that of modern aircraft carriers. A glimmer of hope remains. The alien craft seem poorly suited to atmospheric flight. Our interceptors may enjoy some early success against the superior extraterrestrial vessels, simply due to better adaptation to the combat environment. This may also explain the appearance of only relatively small craft in the skies above our planet. Our scientists theorize that the aliens will have to modify their craft to enter our atmosphere. The larger the craft, the longer this will take. If they are correct, the largest craft will only appear in the later stages of the invasion. Perhaps this will afford humanity, read us, enough time to organize a more effective defense. I have two recommendations: that we consider supplementing our existing F-17 Condor aircraft with a heavier interceptor capable of carrying more powerful weapons, and that we investigate some form of battlefield support vehicle to aid our soldiers when securing crashed alien craft. Both proposals are already on your desk. This is a very clever way to storyline justify a sort of progressing alien invasion clock. Why not just have the biggest, baddest ships with the strongest warriors on board start out? This is one way to do it. All right, so we can do high-speed interceptor or hunter scout car. I actually want the interceptor first. I think that makes the little MiG guy. All right, so we need more researchers. There we go. Okay, so it just took them a little bit to arrive. Now we can get them working on the hunter scout car. Maybe it'll be like the Greyhound from World War II. I mean, this game takes place in 1979, so, you know, it's only been like 35 years since World War II. Construction of the hangar and living quarters is complete. Okay, so we're going to put two of the big interceptors that we're about to get. I think they're called the MiG-32 Foxtrots. I should note I have played this game before, but it's been a couple years. And I thought, why not share with the audience? I'm always trying to get more people to play Xenonauts, especially people who at any point in their life enjoy XCOM, because it's a alternative XCOM that's actually super, super cool. All right, UFO 2 detected. Moving to intercept over Africa. Out there trying to get those blood diamonds. Okay, here we go. This is a light scout. We are going to engage. All right, so this is how we're going to do it. We are going to split our forces. Do want you shooting at him, though. Let's give it a second for them to resolve. Now, you know, our range is a little bit longer than their range. So what we're going to do is we're going to let our guys fire missiles and then break off. Okay. Immediately turn and burn, my man. Let's see. Afterburner. So, do you want to use afterburner on both aircraft? Oh, we went directly into their range. That was bad. All right, 2. Turn off the afterburner. We're gonna let this guy come in from behind and cook. You know, let him cook, honestly. All right. There we go. Probably should have split them up to start with, but... Okay, we are going to launch a recovery team. Charlie 1. Now, we don't have any aircraft to send with Charlie 1. So this is a completely unescorted dropship. But, you know, our dudes are cooked over here. Our aircraft needs some repairs. Can I do that? Maybe it just happens automatically. Okay, so here we go, loading in for our first ground combat. The objective of this mission is to secure the UFO, which will contain artifacts to research or alien materials which can be used to build advanced technology. Other alien items recovered from the battlefield will automatically be sold, granting you additional funding. The simplest way to win this mission is to eliminate all of the enemy units from the map. This will automatically end the mission and recover all alien artifacts from the battlefield. However, you can also win the mission by killing all the aliens inside the UFO and then holding it with at least one soldier for 5 turns. If the UFO has been shot down, a number of crew are likely to have died on impact, and some of the recoverable items may have exploded or been destroyed. A landed UFO will contain more recoverable items, but will also contain more aliens. Remember to use smoke suppression or shields to reduce the amount of reaction fire your soldiers take when they assault the UFO. This is a night mission, as this area of the world is currently under the cover of darkness in the geoscape. Fighting a mission at night puts your soldiers at a disadvantage, as they have reduced vision whilst the aliens are unaffected. For a tile to be visible on a night mission, it must be both within line of sight of a Xenonaut unit and lit by a light source. As Xenonauts can see 18 tiles, but their tactical lights only project for 12 tiles, they are effectively losing a third of their vision range while on a night mission. This missing vision can be restored by using another source of light. All Xenonaut units carry an unlimited number of flares, which can project light and be thrown relatively cheaply from the grenade quick slot on the UI. Many maps also have sources of environmental light that will light up the area around them. Use this to your advantage where possible. So it sounds like launching at night was a bad plan. The way to tell me, yeah, there it is. All right, so we're hard charging forward here. And then we're gonna pop flare. I think this is our sniper. Is that the alien spaceship right there? We got on them quick, bro. Now, one thing to consider is that we are not watching our backs at the moment. This is generally considered by most generals to be a bad plan. But there's definitely a person here. I want to... Sir, get out of the area! What are you doing? So, no, this is an open area. This is bad. Uh-oh. Alright, let's sneak here. We'll just keep an eye out for a hot second here. This guy looks like he's looking that way. So I'll tell you what, we'll go here. I think there was a way to, like, kneel down or something. Might just be thinking of toggle crouching C. I might be thinking of Jagged Alliance. Is there, like, turn to face? T is and turn. Oh, I'm out of units already. Okay, so this is a door. I think this might be the alien door, so I definitely want a machine gunner in some capability of covering that area. How are our lines of sight going? Technically, we have not cleared this area. We do want someone pointing a gun in that direction. Okay, so now we've basically seen everything, more or less. Oh, is it right-click allows you to face a new direction? Excellent. Okay, so there is somebody hiding in this corner. We want to keep the civilians alive, of course, but they may also be threats. I don't know that I want to send a single person forward into a flare right this hot second. I think we'll just hang out here. Okay, civilians are fleeing. They're fleeing in random directions. I'm that door. Bet. You can probably see it from here. And we're gonna get down. Now, I definitely want somebody covering this door. And initially my thought is to use Mr. Tate here. But actually I think I want him covering the left side, and then we'll have the second shotgunner cover through the door here. It does, this does expose me to this angle, however. Not super thrilled about that. But having to clear 2 more doors is also not great. I do have 2 people here to do it with, though, so I'll tell you what. Okay, that's fine so far. That's an alien. For sure. I'm gonna check this door. I'm gonna turn our back on the alien. We never want to fully collapse this perimeter of agents while we're in trouble. We're gonna have this guy fire over. I mean, this probably will really piss off the machine gunner, having a dude standing over top of him. These 2 guys, Corporal Fujita and Corporal Peterson, are gonna cover our rears while the rest of the lines continue collapsing. I want to put a smoke grenade there to protect people. We know there's an alien there. No shot, huh? No shot. You don't nearly have enough action points to do that. Okay. What about just one of these bad boys? Sure, let's... Okay. You, Corporal Graf, covering right here. Oh boy. Okay, so there's an alien here. Imagine if I had sent this guy charging through that door. That would have been what the kids call a problem. Alright, I can't possibly hit that dude from here in that way, but I can chuck a frickin' grenade. Really? I can't do this? Why can I hit here but not here? I'll tell you what, my brother. I want you to just cover this guy coming out the door. He comes out, you shoot him in the face. So we're reserving some of our units. Oh no! I hadn't even considered that. How bad is your injury, sniper? Okay, that's quite bad. We're in a lot of trouble. Okay, we're in so much trouble now. I can't even see who's shooting this person. The panic has set in. Always bad. 63% chance to hit, but we can't make the shot. We took a luck shot. It worked out. I want you to serve your country and your planet. No, you're fucking useless. Guy's useless. Everybody's screwed. This whole line of people is totally unable to act right now. This guy is bleeding out and dying. I can't even see what's shooting at him. I need to get him a medic sooner rather than later. I mean, we got dudes coming down side hallways. We can't go anywhere at the moment is the problem. We're pinned in place. It's a bad start. It's a bad start, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you, we're gonna restart here. Incredible. I hope that there's a beginning of mission autosave. Otherwise, I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. Incredible. Didn't even act, already lost my heavy weapons. Maybe the thing to do is to just reload before the night mission. Is that crazy? How do I solve this issue? I have to force these fights away from long open corridors and into smaller areas closer range. Well, I hate that, but I think that might be the only solution to this issue. All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to turn our back here. Second soldier here, covering this direction. We are still missing someone covering this direction. And I don't think we're going to be able to post up there immediately. Well, here we go. Okay, 3 people are now securing a general slice of this room. I hate to say we have to ignore this entire corridor, but we need to force the fight into a much smaller area here. Okay. So I have to stop thinking of these as walls and think of them as chest-high obstructions. I want you to hold that corridor. I want you to get to this chest-high obstruction. Cover this corner. I don't know that I want to move somebody here and then have them facing the wrong direction. Just don't have the energy. All right. Get a light source downtown, my man. How about that? Stick this guy in the pocket here. Want you to get that flare. Excellent. Okay, then I want you to cover that area. You know what? Can you crouch? All right. Doors open. Just gonna light the area up. Let me hold on for a hot second. We know that the aliens are out there. We can definitely confirm that that is... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. 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 All according to Keikaku. First contact, 100% successful. Only took 3 tries, right? How do I want to do this? Only committing half my force in the correct direction. I think I want to, yeah, I want a light source in that room. That's a good start. We're not moving the machine gunner or that one right there. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, you really appreciate you getting sight there. Can I get a grenade downtown here? Probably not. And where was this guy? He was like right here, right? This is as far as you can get it? Yeah, it's not going to work for me. That's not going to work for me. I think we will hold position. See if we can draw the aliens out to react on them. Wait, one more turn. Oh, here we go. We got some dude creeping down the side. All right, here we go. Dude in the window. Okay. He's probably shitting his alien pants. Yeah, there we go. Let's generously say that he's down. Do I want to blind launch a grenade into this area? This is a habitated zone full of civilians. I don't think that's a good plan. We're gonna try chucking a light source that direction, and then we'll just keep covering. One thing we could do is swing around with this dude, but he is covering like half the room, so I don't think that's a good plan. No reloads needed at this time. I do think putting a grenade through the window... Oh, he's definitely dead in there. Just get around the corner here and see if anything pops up. Second step, we're going to fully commit to rushing through the store. Can I step through? How much? 26? I don't want to get caught in the open here. I'm going to turn around and get down. I cover this door, this gap, with this gentleman, and then chuck a light source there. And then we're going to basically like twinsies him here. And we're going to get down and we're going to cover these doors with the second rifleman. See if we can draw somebody. Civilians, you do not want to... You gotta relax, dudes. Okay. Grenade! See, the thing is, I don't know how far down the corridor that guy is anymore. Oh, buddy, you gotta get out of there. Okay, so he's like here, right? Any chance you guys could No, there's no chance you can throw a grenade that far. Love to just cut that area off. I don't think it's gonna work. Okay, we are now going to move this guy up and have him cover this direction. That makes a little bit more sense. I think we're gonna bring our long-range riflemen up to like here, and then over the next few turns, we'll have them strafe sideways and shoot down this corridor. You're covering this door, right? I don't want to get flanked from the front. Okay. No alien? Alien? Oh boy. You and I have problems, my man. I need you to evacuate that room. so risky to be doing. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'll absolutely take a smoke grenade, even if it's not going the right direction. Get back to covering. Need to get this bad boy downtown. Okay, he's shooting the civilians. Not super thrilled with that behavior. Let's go ahead. We're close range. Let's go ahead and burst fire. Just go nuts. Hit the deck. Okay, that's the door. I'm gonna move up to here. Cover there. Somebody needs to check this room and make sure that our sniper isn't about to get flanked and shot. All right, I don't hate this. I don't hate this. Machine gunner. Gonna cover this direction. Okay, so another alien in the northeast sector. Smoke's gone. We need to make a determination if it's better to invade the UFO and draw the enemies out. Did I bring an RPG? I think I did. All right. I want to put a bet. I only have one shot, so I can't be messing this up. We're going to stage here, and then we'll probably need to spend the next turn also moving forward as well. Probably not a bad idea to light up the front end, the flare. JIC, that's just in case. How you doing, my boy? Okay, so next turn, we're gonna blow the front door open. And then our sniper, I'd love to have the machine gunner in on this as well. Where did they get off to? Did they die? Oh, the machine gunner is the one with the RPG. Damn. Makes sense. I have one heavy weapon specialist on board. Okay, hopefully they don't shoot the buddy in the back. There we go. Doors open. We see weird alien stuff inside. Get back to the machine gun. Honestly, bro, same. I know you're having a rough day. I get it. I get it. Fuck. All right, got him suppressed. Not the worst, not the best. Oof. Come on, Emil. There we go. Chunky salsa. So we want to get a flashbang in there. Next turn, we're taking Emil in. Doing a quick scan. I think he got it. There we go. Only 4 of the 6 aliens have been killed. I think I'm okay with that. I know it's not great to have 2 loose aliens running around on the planet, but nobody got hurt, no civilians died, no Xenonauts died. I don't think very many people even got injured. We captured the intact alien. I was worried I was going to have to put a bunch more grenades in there. I was, you know, when you blow open the door with a rocket launcher, you gotta be ready to commit harsh violence. We've got some level ups here. Looks like everybody that got a kill got a level up for sure. The sergeant also got a level up. A lot of accuracy bonuses here, which is what you want to see when you're leveling, for sure, for sure. We got some alien plasma rifles. So, the way this game works is that the first person you assign to one of these researches is 100% effective. The second person is 99% effective, and the third person's 98%. So, it is good to concentrate your researches, but for maximum effectiveness, you want to kind of spread it out a little bit. Just a little bit. Everybody's coming home. A Saisen is a humanoid alien that stands approximately 170 centimeters tall. I imagine you share our surprise that they resemble humanity so closely. Statistically, we believe the likelihood of this occurring by chance is effectively 0. The Saisens are physically weaker and less hardy than humans, with bone fractures occurring at only 60% of the force required to fracture human bone. Both are likely the result of prolonged exposure to low-gravity environment. The physiology is intriguingly similar to our own, most internal organs present in a recognizable form and remarkably similar skeletal structure. A couple of exceptions worth noting: a substantially enlarged cranium suggests a corresponding increase in brain tissue, and vocal cords are atrophied to the point where verbal communication would be impossible. The latter suggests the creatures have transcended words. Perhaps they have a telepathic link with one another. The body shows extensive signs of genetic modification at the cellular level. Saisen tissue possesses only a single sex chromosome, and more importantly, samples taken from multiple enemy combatants shows they are genetically identical, that is, they are all clones. Genitalia are present but heavily atrophied. Asexual reproduction is obviously at work, but almost certainly facilitated by some form of technology. A metal valve on the upper spine is linked to the creature's circulatory system, which may indicate an artificial method of blood filtration that replaces excretion. An undersized liver and kidney suggest that it is certainly possible. Indeed, if administered regularly, this blood filtration could also remove the need for consumption and digestion of foodstuffs entirely. Nutrients could be fed directly into the blood serum. Has extraterrestrial technology surpassed their biology? Frankly, This corpse poses more questions than it answers. My team have finished preliminary studies of the recovered UFO hull. We have designated the Light Scout. It is very small compared to some of the orbital signatures we have detected, barely more than a probe. It is approximately a dozen meters from nose to tail, comprising a saucer section and 2 wings, filled with what we believe to be sensory equipment. 2 small thrusters mounted on the back of the saucer provide propulsion. The craft does not appear to have a reactor of any kind, instead seeming to draw power from rechargeable capacitors in the wings. It is almost certainly not capable of independent operation. Instead, it would need to be launched from a home vessel at the start of each mission and return there afterwards. It has poor combat performance for such an advanced vessel. It is no match for one of our Condor interceptors. The main weapon is an energy cannon mounted beneath the saucer, which has a relatively slow fire rate and a shorter range than our Sidewinder missiles. The armored shell is remarkably strong, impressively heat-resistant given it's only a few millimeters thick, but too thin to offer much protection against modern munitions. Enjoy the gentle introduction while it lasts, Commander. I doubt the larger ships will be such easy prey. Wow, prescient. Oh ho. Alright, so we got our new soldiers. Let's see here. Who had the super high strength? You're now a heavy. How do I change their manage soldiers? Maybe manage equipment. Here we go. I'm gonna go to the unassigned. Find the one with high strength. Re-equip them as heavy weapons. Give them a launcher. Actually, we may want to change the role to Rocketeer. Hell yeah. Now, there were some more roles there that we had not yet taken a look at. We definitely want a shield expert for sure to be going at the front. I remember Emil kind of got shot a bunch, so we're gonna put him in front for the honor of Czechoslovakia. We're gonna give this guy a shield and have him walk towards the front with a pistol. His job will basically just be to get shot at a bit. Fujita was one of the covering experts, I think. A specialist. Oh, a specialist apparently specializes in blowing stuff up. About a scout. Nope, I hate that. Absolutely not. I could use the C4 charge, though. I don't hate that. I do like blowing holes in walls so that I can surprise people on the other side. We will keep Fujita as a blowing holes in walls expert. I think that's gonna cover our first episode here, guys. Are you sold on the Xenonauts? Has my 4 tries to complete the tutorial mission convinced you that this is a good plan? So the aliens have killed 210 more regular human beings in this time. So while I'm laughing, just know real people are dying all across the world.